Okay, here's a really simple, uncomplicated job. So I'm going to put in, or I've already put in, some white distilled vinegar and some water into my lithium-powered sprayer. Poured that in. And here's my new strap. This is not one of the new gadgets, but I've had this strap. I decided to press this piece in and strap that on, make it simple, roll it up, and that way I'm not unwinding it when I get into the home. Very simple. And here's what the customer has done. They spilled some stuff on the carpets. I've got my Auric and some microfiber pads and the vinegar and water, and you could see she made a mess out of it. And I'm going to show you, and this is white carpet, I'm going to show you on her dresser what she used. She used Oxy laundry detergent, a liquid laundry detergent at that. And she said she spotted and it came out beautiful, and then a day later it was back and she spotted it again, and a couple days later they came back. So if you're a carpet cleaner, you guys know she left a residue, soapy residue, on the carpet. And what's the soap? The purpose of the soap, or the laundry soap, is to attract dirt, dust, grease, soil. And that's what it did. It attracted more dirt, dust, and grease, and it also wicked back whatever she spilled. So as soon as I found out what she had done, I knew right away how I was going to handle this. And there's a lot of different pro cleaners and things you can use for browning, but honestly, a little distilled vinegar, $2 at Walmart, maybe a couple cups full, and mix it with some warm water. You're basically neutralizing the pH scale. pH scale goes from 1, which is acid, to 14, which is alkaline. And 7, right in the middle, is neutral. That's where you want to be on most type of VLM, OP cleaning, or NCAP. But that way you don't have any residue. If you're using a truck mount or a high-powered portable, you can use 8 to 14. I think the Institute says if you use above 10, it voids the warranty. But these are some microfiber pads. These are not the ones I originally showed a couple days ago. My wife came home with these. She said she found a bag of 8 of them at Walmart for $4 and thought maybe I'd like to try them out, so why not? You don't need to make it a complicated thing. In fact, if you're a truck mount guy and you want to make your job easy, you could come in with a tiny Auric and spot clean, or you could use your drill. Spot clean like this, you're basically going to run your hoses in and be cleaning clean carpet after this. But I didn't feel the need to do that. The acid level in the vinegar will neutralize everything. I'll go over this a couple times. She is a smoker, so there are some ash burns up there by the top end table. I'll completely go over this with one pad, and then I'll come back, do it again, and neutralize everything. These carpets will come out absolutely beautiful. This is a regular client of mine, so I told her not to use the laundry detergent or Resolve or anything. Always call me, and I told her that I wouldn't charge her for coming out to take care of this problem. And of course, when I was done, she handed me $60, which $60 cash, and I was like, I can't take this. I gave it to her, and as I was walking out, she shoved it in my pocket. So there you go, guys. You could see there's a value to this. I have a minimum charge of $125, which is usually 2 rooms in a hallway. $50 a room, $25 for hallways, $25 for a walk-in closet. I don't charge tax, I just kind of include it. But Yeah, you can see the cigarettes up there on the end table. And this pad driver, for those people that don't know, this is my custom pad driver. It's basically a green scrubbing pad that was glued with some Gorilla Glue adhesive to the old pad driver I had, and it really does a good job of holding these microfibers. I've got a video where I turned this thing into like a Swiffer style, where you can tuck those square corners up over onto the pad and tuck them in. That way, if you're doing stairs, you don't have to worry about the pad tucking under and ripping off. There's the culprit, guys and gals. OxiClean Laundry. I mean, if you're going to use something like that or Resolve, you've got to get a shop vac and suck it out. Then you got to spray some white distilled vinegar on it, let it sit, and suck that out to neutralize it. If she had done that, no worries. Even though I told her I wasn't going to charge her, no charge for this, it took me all of about 12 minutes, I think. A lot of people don't know these tricks, and I've been doing this for 30 years, 1993. And back in the early days, I never knew about BLM or much of anything other than I had a truck mount. I would have had to, this was a difficult one too, I would have had to back all the way up to the front door through the grass, run the hoses, get everything warmed up, crank up the machine, and it would have been at least 6-hour dry time for this elderly lady. And I would have basically probably sprayed it with a anti-tanning or browning product from ProChem back in the day. It would have done a beautiful job, but it would have took a lot longer than 12 minutes. It would have cost me a lot more to run my vehicle. And I mean, you're looking at what, 50 cents a pad there for the microfiber. And the soft, you can see how it adheres to that. That soft scrub pad doesn't tear up the microfiber towels, so you can wash them and they're as good as new. In fact, it's my belief that the scrubbing pad helps. It's like a secondary part to the pad. It helps with the aggression on the floor. So I'll lay another one out. And I'll go ahead and get busy with this. I did another small job the other day that I didn't post the video because the people were home, and the husband was following me around. And I tell these people that, I can't do my job if I'm looking over my shoulder worrying about someone slipping and falling. So could he please find a place out of the way? And his thing was, he saw me I laid down a few of these microfiber pads, towels in a couple of the rooms. And, I never worry about what people think. I worry about what they think when I'm done. If you're happy, I'm happy. If you're not happy, I'm not going to charge you. I have a 100% money back guarantee. But he'd never seen anything like this. He thought, I was doing something Mickey Mouse operation, and he knew floor scrubbing. I think he was in the military, so he knew the big burnisher and all that stuff. But anyway, after I was done, he got my card and information, and he says he would like to start a business, so he's going to start watching my YouTube videos, which I thought was funny. You never know what people think. So, a Mickey Mouse operation, oh my goodness. I got 30 years of experience. I come in here with a toothbrush and a spray bottle and guarantee clean, excellent results. It's never the tool, it's always the carpenter. Remember that. This fan was a pain in the butt. I couldn't figure out how to get it to bend over, so I end up having to tilt it up on the edge of her dresser. So anyway, there you go. Now let me finish these results with a second go over. It'll eat right up. dig into the second level now. The first level, I was getting up all that soap and crap that she left on there. Once I got that up, you could see the spots that were there from whatever she spilled. And we'll absorb all that. It should dry in about 15 minutes. She does have a walker so she can get around the house, so she can get right back on the carpets. Awesome deal. I can't wait to start using the bigger 17-inch rotary more. That thing, I have used it in a few places. It's absolutely amazing. I would have cleaned this in, probably 2 minutes. The head weight on the machine and the size, it would have just obliterated everything down here. I could have I have those microfiber pads, the 19-inch pads from the end cap store. I'd have threw one of those on there, and then away you go. And the only thing that I've got a problem with the bigger machine is I can't maneuver between sofas and coffee tables or end tables or nightstands or sometimes behind doors because the door doesn't open all the way, and the Auric is just so convenient to get in and out of there. I am talking to somebody about possibly purchasing something in between the Auric and the bigger one, maybe like a 13 or 14-inch rotary or an orbital, and I'll use that for more of the residential work, just so I have a little stronger power. There's nothing wrong with the Auric, don't get me wrong. The Auric, I do jobs all day long with this thing. I just know that after using the bigger rotary, the higher horsepower and the additional head weight makes a pretty big difference in the cleaning. Not the cleaning, but the workload. Makes things easier. And like I said earlier, it's not the tool, it's the carpenter. I know. I said I could do it with a toothbrush and a spray bottle, and by God I can. But if the tools are available and you're making good money, hey, why not, put them in your arsenal? I know a lot of carpet cleaners have a lot of tools. I don't ever get rid of anything. I just put it in my garage and keep it. And I end up using the stuff. So there's the results. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm heading to the next one.